Hi. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about what eWork Orders is, what we're doing, and what it consists of. This is a training seminar designed to do exactly that, to show you exactly what eWork Orders is and how to use it. So, what is eWork Orders? eWork Orders is an electronic, work order program designed to streamline the invoicing process, to make your jobs easier, make our jobs easier. Designed to, just help everybody through the mountainous reams of paperwork that seem to be generated from the simplest of snowstorms. So without further ado, let me just walk you right through it. We have found after several weeks of doing this that the most difficult part of this entire process isn't what's required to do once you're inside, but actually getting to the website. So if you look at the top of my screen here, you're going to see the website, okay, that I will want you to go to. It's https://greenearth.eworkorders.com/PDA. Okay, that is the website that I want you to type in now on your smartphones. Now, to answer your question, which I'm sure you're probably going to ask, do your guys need to have smartphones? Well, the answer to that question is yes, they will. Any operator or crew leader will need to use a smartphone so that they can log in and log out of that website I just gave you, which again is https://greenearth.eworkorders.com/PDA. I'll give you a minute to do that. Go ahead and get your phones out, if not already, and type in that website. Okay, your screen will look exactly like mine is looking right now. Okay, great. If you're not quite to the website, just hit pause on the recording and it'll pause the recording. Now, once you're to the website, we are going to add this to your favorites list. Now, unfortunately, I have to do this from my desktop, so I can't show you how to do that on your phone. However, in the address bar of your telephone, where you just wrote greenearth.eworkorders.com/PDA, you'll see three little dots right beside that, dot on the top right-hand corner of your phones. You'll just click on that. It'll say add to favorites, add to, home screen. You want to click that and add to the favorites and add to the home screen. Unfortunately, I'm not there to do this for you or show you how to do it, but I'm sure somewhere around you someone has the capability of doing that if you do not. Again, it's up there. If you have an iPad or an iPhone, it'll look like a book, like a library book that you'll click on, and you'll click add to home screen. What that'll do is that'll take you to the main operating screen of your cell phone, and you'll see eWork Orders right there with a link to exactly what you're looking at right now. Okay, now, again, if you haven't progressed to that point, pause the recording until you have. All right, so once you've logged in, once you've typed in the address, you've added it to your favorites, now it's time to actually log into the system. Okay, for training purposes, I want you guys to use the username mm-p1, and the password will be PASS123. Okay, So again, MM-P1 pass, PASS 1, 2, 3. Okay, once you have done this, your screen will look exactly like this. Okay, throughout this recording, you're going to hear me reference green start, red stop, time in, time out, etc. As we progress through this recording. Well, this is half of what that is. You see, nothing in 2015 and 2016 is going to change, except for the fact, I mean, you'll still be dispatched by snow ops here. You'll still be dispatched by your regionals and all of that. None of that will change. In fact, nothing will change. We still want you to invoice us like you normally do. But inevitably, and within the next couple of years, we want to be 100% integrated into eWork orders. Okay, what we're doing is we're kind of trying to get everybody's feet wet with this concept right now. So once we've logged in, once we've gotten the website, and we log in with our username and password, which will be unique for every piece of equipment and every crew leader on a sidewalk crew that we have. Okay, so for every piece of equipment we have and for every crew leader we have, we'll need a user ID and a password to give that piece of equipment. So once you log in, okay, you're on site, you're driving to site, you're on site. I don't want you to start it if you're driving. I don't want you to do any of this if you're driving. You only start this process once you're on site. For example, my work order says API building 823 Hungerford Drive. Well, 823, obviously that's the address. Okay, the API building is, that's the customer. And you'll see clearing lots over here to the right. That's the type of work order it is. Okay, so if I'm going to the API building to clear the lots, I show up at, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's a big event. It's a big storm. They're anticipating 6 to 9 inches of snow. When I get there, I'm going to click the green start button. Boom. You'll see at the bottom of my screen down here, eWork Orders wants to track your physical location. I'm sorry, my address bar is getting in the way of that. But you can see it a little bit. Green eWork Orders wants to track your physical location. Now, this is at the point where you want to definitely, I repeat, definitely click allow. You want to allow that option, okay? You want to be able to do that, because if you click deny or hit the X over here, it's going to prevent you from being able to work on the work order, and then you'll call us and you'll say, how come I can't get in to start my work order? And we'll say, because you clicked deny when you should have clicked allow, which was on the second thing that we covered during this training seminar. So when you're on premises and you've clicked the start button, green eWork Orders is going to want to know your location. You're going to click allow, okay, and then boom, this is what your screen's going to look like. All right, screen's going to look like this. Okay, so I'm plowing, I'm doing my work, yada yada yada. 4 or 5 hours goes by. I now have to go somewhere else because, like I said, it's a big event and I have to go somewhere else. So what I'm going to do is what? Stop the work order. Okay. So I start it, I green start it, I red stop it, and then at the bottom it gives me a new option. Okay. The new option is leave the work order open, close the work order, cancel work order. All right. So for big events, as well as I do, that you'll start plowing somewhere, and then you'll have to come back around at the tail end of your evening or day, and you'll have to finish up, whether you're doing cleanup or something like that. This is what we've given you here, is the ability to do that without issuing multiple work orders. You now have the ability to stop your time on one work order and start another one. Okay, so We got to the building, we started it, we plowed for a few hours, now we have to stop it. But we know since this is a big event, we'll be coming back. So we'll leave the work order open on this drop down menu. You'll click that, leave work order open, and then you'll click end work. Okay, now what that does, you'll see that original work order right back here in your start menu. So you know it'll still be there. Okay. Now, for example, all right, let's say that it's at the end of your day. You're coming back around to close it out. So you go back to the API building. All right, you're going to click the green start button just like I just did. All right, a couple of hours passes by. Now you're going to click the what? Red stop button. That's correct. So you're going to click the red stop button. Now we're not coming back to this one anymore. Okay, we're not coming back to this job any longer. We're done. Finished. We're going to go home and get the coveted 4 or 5 hours of sleep we're lucky to get. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to click on the scroll down button. We're going to click close work order, and then we're going to click end work. Boom, it's done. Green start, red stop, end work, done. Okay, now what that did in that period of however long it just took you to start the job and then end the job and all of that stuff, I don't know, maybe 40 seconds it took you to actually hit the green start button, red stop button. That information there inevitably is going to be the way that we track time. Okay, and that saves days and days of trying to, get paperwork. It makes your payments come quicker. It makes, it just makes everything flow a lot better and easier. Now, so let's start another one just for added practice. Okay. So, let's say we're doing a post treatment of the API building. What we're going to do is we're going to click the what button? The green start button. That's right. I'm glad somebody's paying attention. We're going to click the green start button. Again, your screen's going to look like this. Okay? At the end of, we're now done, whatever it is that we have to do. Okay? What you're going to do next, because we want to track the amount of salt that we've used so that we bill the customer effectively, we want you to click on this middle button right here. Right where the little hand tool is. Right here. We're going to click on that. That's going to bring you to this. Okay, your screen's going to look like this. On your phone, you scroll all the way down, scroll all the way down, scroll all the way down. Keep going, keep going. Right here, we're going to click Add an Inventory Order. You're going to click on that. It's going to bring up this this drop-down list, which is where all of our salt domes are located. So let's just say, for example, they get their salt from the farm, which is one of our other locations. Okay, you're going to click on where you get the salt from. Where do you get it from? Do you get it from the farm? Do you get it from Dulles? Do you get it from Sinai, Elk Ridge? Where? Where do you get it from? Okay. Once you figure that information out, you don't need to worry about this right here. That's just a work order number. Okay. You're going to create the inventory order. Okay, and in this box, you're going to tell me how many tons of salt you used. And again, it's your best guess. Okay, your best guess. Did you use a half a ton, 3 tons, whatever. Alright, so let's say for this example, we put in 3. Now, that's all you need to write. You don't need to put in tons. You don't need to put in bags. You don't need to put in pounds. You don't need to put in any of that. I just need a numeric value. Okay? So the item is salt. The quantity is how many tons you used. Okay? Now, if you did use bags of salt because you were doing sidewalks or something like that, then yes, you're going to do bags. But again, you're not typing bags. You're not typing, whatever. You're just typing in a numeric value. The computer knows to make the difference. Okay, so after you've dropped down how many tons and or bags you've used of material, you're going to update that inventory. Okay, so you see what I just did there is I got 3 tons of salt from the farm I dropped on the API building. Right there. It's fabulous. Again, we just did in 40 seconds what takes days and days and days and mountains of paperwork to accomplish. Okay, so now, after we've done that, we're going to return to the work order details. Okay, because again, at this point, we're already done the work order. We're going to stop it. And then, again, are we coming back because it's a small event or a big event? You know, in this case, let's just say, for training purposes, that it's a small event and we don't need to visit it more than once. Okay, we're going to close the work order. Okay, again, you have those 3 options. Leave work order open, close work order, or cancel work order. Now, a question I've been asked several times is, what is cancel work order? What happens if I click cancel work order? Well, what happens if you cancel work order is you're going to cancel the work order. It's just going to take you right back to the start screen. So everything that you've done previously to this will be canceled. We leave this option on there in case you accidentally start the wrong work order. That way you can cancel work order and cancel hours. Okay, but regardless, you would have to go through 3 or 4 or 5 different pages in order to actually do that. So I don't foresee there being too many issues with people canceling hours because, like I said, you have to go through multiple screens in order to really do that. So seeing that this is a small event, we'll say we're going to close out the work order immediately and we're going to end the work. Boom. That's done. Now when you make a salt order, chances are your screen will look like this. Okay. And you might get a little scared. Oh my gosh, did I do something wrong? No, you didn't do anything wrong. What you will learn about e-work orders, the more you get used to it, just as I did, there are multiple ways to get to the same destination. Okay, on the top left-hand corner of your phones, you will see a little gray box. It looks just like that, what I just clicked on. It'll bring up this side menu over here. Okay. So you'll just click on that. My work orders. There you go. Back to the starting screen. Now, that's how you do salt. That's how you pre-treat and post-treat salt. That's how you add it. Now let's do a sidewalk crew. Okay. Suppose I have a sidewalk crew and I need to be able to, let me make sure I'm still recording here. Okay. I need to make sure that I start and stop my time for my sidewalk guys. So we're clearing the sidewalks at the API building. Again, what are we going to do? Green, start, right? Green means go. Start. Okay, hours go by. Hours go by. We're just about ready to wrap up what we've done. Now it's time to stop the work order. But before we click stop, okay, what happens if we click stop? That, okay. Again, this is what I was referring to about multiple ways to get to the same destination. All right. Before we proceed with a sidewalk job, we need to do something a little extra. So again, just like we did with salt, we're going to click on this right here, on the address information right here. What that does is it brings us up to that same screen that you saw when you were doing salt just a couple of minutes ago. The only difference is right here where it says user fields, we're going to click edit. And then all I want you to do is tell me how many people were on your crew. That's all I want to know. How many people? In this case, for training purposes, just write in 10. Okay. So go ahead and take a minute to do that on your phones. And then we'll click save. All right. Now, at any point, if I'm going too quickly or whatever, you can pause me, you can do whatever, and play it back to your heart's content and watch this thing numerous times. Okay, so now, once we click the edit, we go in here, we click how many people are on our sidewalk crews, we click that button, we click save. That's going to save a number of 10. We'll go back up to the top of the page, we'll click stop. Again, this is going to be a small storm, so we're not coming back. We're going to go ahead and close out the work order and end work. That closes it out for good. We are done. Okay, this is giving you the overview of the thing that you just created. Okay, so that's what that'll look like. Top left hand corner, work orders, my work orders, boom, it's taking you back here for our final lesson for the day on e-work orders. Post treatment. Okay, this is a salt treatment or ice melt for the walkways. Again, my crew gets there, I'm going to click start. When we're done, I'm going to click on this address bar. That takes me here. Okay. You do it the same way. You add an inventory order. Where do we get the bags of ice melt? We got it from the farm. Okay. We're going to create the inventory order. How many bags did we use? We used 33 bags. Oh, wait a minute. I did something wrong. Remember, we only do numeric values. We don't do anything, any literal marks. There's nothing after that. It's just numeric value. Okay, so 33 bags. Okay, again, the computer knows the difference. And I know it's not salt. I know it's ice melt. Okay, you don't need to worry about that either. In fact, I'm going to get that on that drop down. So 33, how many bags did you use? How many tons did you use, etc. You'll click update. And then you're done. Okay. Return to work order details, which will take you to this screen on your phone. You've already updated everything. Post treatment of sidewalks. Stop job. Close work order. End work. Done. And again, you go to work orders, my work orders, and your work orders are finished. That is the step-by-step video on how to complete a work order storm. I mean, more or less what I just did is show you exactly how your work orders are going to look like. You're going to see the work orders come in sections. It's going to say clearing lots. It'll say post-treat, pre-treat. It'll say clearing sidewalks, post-treat, pre-treat sidewalks. Those are the way the work orders are going to look like. That's what they're going to be. That's how they'll work. Now, some questions that we've had before in the past. Will everybody need a smartphone? Yes. The simple answer to that question is yes. Everybody will need a smartphone that plans on operating a piece of equipment and or running a crew. Okay, now the username and password for today was just for training, but you will get specific usernames and passwords to use for your stuff. That's why it's absolutely imperative that we have an accurate idea of what your equipment list is and where it will be. If that hasn't already been tackled by Snow Command, you need to give us a call in the office at 301-570-1408 and let us know. Now, if you're a regional manager, okay, it will become your responsibility to ensure completion of this training process to those who are in your specific region. Okay, if you're a business owner and one of our snow partners, I strongly suggest that you show your employees how to do this also. That is why we've had many of these training seminars here at Batson Road or elsewhere. That's why we've strongly recommended people attend these things so that we can show you exactly what we're trying to do for 2015 and 2016. Now, as I mentioned before, nothing will change. This year, nothing will change as far as the normal way you do things. You're still going to invoice the same way. You're still going to count the time the same way. What we are doing with eWork orders for 2015 is three things, basically. Green start, red stop. Most important. Green start, red stop. That's it. Material usage, a distant second. Green start, red stop. We need to be able to track the time. Okay? Need to be able to track the time. Be sure when you're training folks and you're paying attention, you're going through this and learning about how to do it and so forth, that number one, you save the website to your phone, because you don't want to be typing in that website at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Number two, when you start your first work order and Green Earth work order system wants to know your location, you must, and I repeat, you must click allow access. You do not want to deny the access that it asks for, because otherwise you will not be able to function on eWork orders. So you need to click allow. Third, frequently asked question is, will there be support for this? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. You will have 24-hour support for snow ops during a snowstorm, as per always. You will also have the same access for eWork orders helpline during that same time frame. So there will be support here for you, made available to you, and we will be doing numerous webinars and so forth as we progress. My name is Brad Sims. I'm the office manager here at Green Earth. I thank you for your time and your patience, and I look forward to dealing with you all in the future. This is really an exciting thing. It'll be excited to finally get everything electronic to stay up with that trend. I appreciate your effort in learning and in training your own people. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call at 301-570-1408. I look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you. God bless.